There are three extraordinary things about this temple. First, a dream told a priest where Lord Murugan was buried. An army of ants led the way to the spot. And the Lord still carries the small scar from that excavation on his face to this day. Second, a woman sold everything she owned to build this temple on a hill 500 feet above the ground. Third, the temple where the three rays of the Visakha star fall, making it a lifetime pilgrimage for all born in Visakha. This is Thirumalai Muthukumaraswamy Temple, Panpozhi, a hilltop Murugan shrine in the Western Ghats of Tenkasi, Tamil Nadu. And every stone of it carries a story. Welcome to Sthala Puranam, where we uncover the root stories of India's most sacred temples. Today we travel to Panpozhi, 11 kilometers from Tenkasi in the Tenkasi district of Tamil Nadu, on the Tamil Nadu-Kerala border, deep in the Western Ghats. Here at an elevation of over 1000 feet sits Thirumalai Muthukumaraswamy Temple, one of the Vaippu Sthalam shrines mentioned by the Nayanmars dedicated to Lord Murugan and associated with the Visakha Nakshatra. The temple is also known as Thirumalai Kovil and the Lord as Thirumalai Kumaran. This is a Tevaramera sacred site where Arunagirinathar composed one Thiruppugazh. But what makes this temple unlike almost any other in Tamil Nadu is that the current structure, the temple as it stands today, was built by one woman. A real historical woman, Thiruvarutselvar Sivagami Ammayar, who sold everything she owned to build a temple on a hill. The origin of the deity on this hill begins not with a king or a scholar, but with a dream. Long ago, the priest of the Thirumalai Kaliamman temple on this hill, Bhuvanapattar, finished his noon rituals and lay to rest under a banyan tree. Lord Murugan appeared to him in the dream. The Lord said, "This hill belongs to me. I am hidden at a place called Kottaithiradu, on the path toward Kovil. Dig where the ants are gathered beneath the bamboo. Bring my idol here and install it on this hill." The priest carried the message to the king of Pandalam, a dynasty deeply connected to this region. The king and the priest travelled to Kottaithiradu. And when they arrived, they found it exactly as the dream had said. An army of ants moving together toward a specific spot beneath a bamboo bush. They dug, and inside the earth, Lord Murugan was waiting. In the process of lifting the idol from the earth, the nose was slightly damaged. The idol was brought with full reverence to this hilltop and installed in the sanctum. And that small mark on the nose, the scar from the moment of discovery, is still visible on the Lord today. It is why the presiding deity here is also called Mookkan. The Lord chose to keep on his own face the memory of how he was found. Now to the story that makes this temple completely extraordinary among all Murugan temples in Tamil Nadu. In the year 1784, in a village called Neduvayal Achanbudur near Panpozhi, on the banks of the Hanuman river, a girl was born into a wealthy family. She was named Sivagami Ammayar. Though she received no formal education, she learned to read and write. She married Ganga Muddu, a philanthropic farmer and devotee of Annamalayar temple. Together, the couple built a bridge across the Hanuman river that still carries the name Ganga Muthu Bridge. But the couple had no children. In the grief of that absence, they sought counsel. And one day, a Muslim holy man named Valar Mastan visited their village. Valar Mastan told Sivagami Ammayar something unexpected. He said, "Go to the Thirumalai Murugan hilltop, serve the Lord there, that is your path." Sivagami Ammayar listened. She went to the hill, she began to serve. And there, Lord Murugan himself appeared in her dream as a child and gave her a task: build me a temple on this hilltop. The task was enormous. The hill was at elevation. There was no road. Everything had to be carried up by hand, by elephants, by sheer human will. And the money required was beyond ordinary means. So Sivagami Ammayar sold everything. Every piece of property the couple owned. All of it. Offered to the Lord whose temple she had been asked to build. During the construction, elephants carried the massive stone pillars and beams up the hill. The ropes were made of palm fiber, and sometimes, under the crushing weight, the fibers would snap. A pillar would begin to fall. And in those moments, Sivagami Ammayar would step forward and press her head against the falling stone, holding it, stopping it, giving the workers time to reattach it. She did this repeatedly. She also carried bricks for the construction on plantain stems, climbing the hill again and again. Her power to stop those pillars was, the tradition tells us, a direct gift from Lord Murugan. The result of her devotion so complete that the Lord himself became the strength in her body. Sivagami Ammayar died in 1854, aged 70. The temple she built stands on this hill to this day, and within it there is an idol of Sivagami Ammayar herself. She is not a mythological figure, she was a real woman, born in 1784, died in 1854, who had a dream, listened to a holy man, sold everything she owned, pressed her head against falling stone pillars, and built a Lord Murugan temple on a hill. High on this hill, where there should be no natural source of water, there is a sacred lake. The Poonjuna, also called the Ashtabatmagulam, holds clear, pure water at the summit. The temple tradition holds that this lake was formed through the divine power of Sage Agasthiyar, who meditated and worshipped Lord Murugan on this hill. Every day, a lotus flower blooms on this hilltop tank. The 7 Saptakannimars sit on its banks and worship the Lord. And uniquely, Saptakanni idols are almost exclusively found in Shiva temples. Their presence here in a Murugan temple is one of this shrine's special distinctions. And for those born under the Visakha Nakshatra, this temple holds specific sacred significance. Visakha is the birth star of Lord Murugan. The name carries 3 specific divine lights: Vimalasagam, Vibhavasagam and Vibulasagam. All 3 rays fall on this hill. Those born under Visakha are considered to have a lifetime connection to this shrine. A visit to Thirumalai Muthukumaraswamy is considered essential at least once in their lives. The current temple structure was built by Thiruvarutselvar Sivagami Ammayar and follows Dravidian architecture with Kerala-influenced elements, reflecting the border position of this hill between the 2 states. The presiding deity, Lord Thirumalai Muthukumaraswamy, also Thirumalai Kumaran and Mookkan, stands in the east-facing sanctum in a 4-armed standing posture. The welcome arch at the foot of the hill leads to the Uchi Pillayar shrine facing east. Beneath an Arasamaram, the sacred peepal tree, is the shrine of Thirupani Vinayagar. In the inner Pragaram are shrines for Bhairavar, Kanni Vinayagar, Sastha, Nagadevatas and the north-facing Thirumalai Kaliamman, whose original temple on this hill predates the Murugan installation. On the temple walls are embossed the 6 Karthikei women, the divine mothers who nurse the infant Murugan. And the Sthala Vriksham, the sacred tamarind tree, shelters a Murugan idol and Nagadevatas beneath it. The most visually striking feature of this temple is the 2 enormous black peacocks carved on either side of the staircase leading to the Gopuram, a sight unlike any other Murugan temple in Tamil Nadu. The Poonjune hilltop lake and the Saptakanni idols complete a summit landscape that is completely unique. This is a Tevaram Vaippu Sthalam, mentioned in the hymns of the Nayanmars. The hill itself carries profound mythological and literary significance. Known in ancient Tamil epics like Silappatikaram as Neduvel Kundram or Kaviramala, this very hill is mentioned in one of the greatest works of classical Tamil literature. Legend states that the epic heroine Kannaki worshipped at this very site while crossing over into the Serar kingdom. Arunagirinathar has sung the praises of Lord Thirumalai Murugan in the Thiruppugazh he composed. Let us hear the verse.
Vanasa Mottavada Gurunada Marimada Pidiyu Tamipala Anaga Tatuva Meiporuloni Adiyanukku Unadu Kadaltharai Yanadu Uirkuir Ottava Tida Ivamuga Paramarkilayoni Tenaivana Teriyavai Kuriyoni Thirumalai Kumaraswamy.
For those born under the Visakha Nakshatra, a visit to this temple at least once in a lifetime is considered essential. Lord Murugan here grants every prayer of the devotee. The 16 steps to the Vinayaka shrine represent the 16 kinds of wealth. The temple offers tonsuring for children and adults alike as vow fulfillment. Thirumalai Muthukumaraswamy Temple is at Panpozhi, 11 km from Tenkasi, approximately 100 km from Thiruvananthapuram. The temple sits at over 1000 feet in the Western Ghats near the Tamil Nadu-Kerala border. Devotees can reach the hilltop by two routes: the traditional 625 steps of the stone staircase, a physical act of devotion in itself, or the recently built Ghat road by vehicle. Temple timings: morning and evening. The major festivals are Vaigasi Visakham, Lord Murugan's birth star festival, and the most important annual event, Skanda Sashti, Thaipusam, Adi Kartigai and Thirukartigai. That is the story of Thirumalai Muthukumaraswamy Temple, Panpozhi, where Lord Murugan revealed his own hiding place in a dream, where ants led a king and a priest to the buried idol, where the Lord still carries on his face the small mark from the moment of his discovery, where a woman named Sivagami Ammayar, born in 1784, guided by both a Muslim holy man and a divine dream, sold everything she owned, pressed her head against falling stone pillars during construction, carried bricks on plantain stems up a 500-foot hill, and built this temple, where Sage Agasthiyar formed a sacred lake at the summit, and a lotus blooms in it every single day, where the epic heroine Kannaki herself worshipped on this hill while crossing into the Serar kingdom, and where 3 rays of the Visakha star fall on this hill, making it a lifetime pilgrimage for an entire community of devotees. Which temple should we visit next in Sthala Puranam? Subscribe to Sthala Puranam for more divine temple stories.